Traders, good morning. It's Scott. Welcome to the Tradenet Trading Room. Welcome to a Monday, 1st of April, April Fool's Day. Welcome. I hope everybody's doing great. Hopefully everybody closed out the month of March outstanding. We certainly had a great day on Friday. I'm looking forward to trading here. Second quarter of the year, we've got earnings season coming up, obviously. It should be a great trading day. We've got some movement in the futures this morning, which is great. And today should be a wonderful day. Welcome to everybody here in the room. Welcome to everybody on social media. If you're joining us for the first time and you want to come into this room, you've got the opportunity to do so. You've got the 14-day free trial that you can click on in the YouTube room, in any of the social media rooms or links, and come into this room and be part of what we do on a daily basis. And we'd love to have you here. We have thousands of people that join us each and every day out on the social media network, and we have hundreds of people here, right here in the room on a day-to-day basis, and we'd love to have you. Transparent trading, posting our trades each and every day, showing our P&L, reviewing our results. It's as simple as that, and we'd love to have you here in the room. We're looking forward to having you be part of what we do, and if you want to on the outside, just click on the 14-day free trial. Be part of what we do here in the room. Well, what a difference a day makes, what a difference a week makes. We are off to the races this morning. Our futures are pegged higher this morning. But let's start and see what we did on Friday. Looking back on Friday, Dow finished green, up 211 points, S&P up 19, and the NASDAQ up 60. Dow up 0.82%, NASDAQ up 0.78%, still doing very well. That's coming off of Friday. Then we look across the pond, overseas to Europe this morning, where you got the German DAX up 111 points, almost 1%, 0.96% higher. FTSE in the UK up 46, and the CAC 40 in Paris up 37.28, up 0.70%. German DAX honing in on being up 1%. That's on the heels of the Asian market, where we saw the Nikkei in Japan up 303 points, up 1.43%. Shanghai in China, oh baby, up 79.60%, up 2.58%. And look at the Hong Kong Hang Seng, up 510.66 points, up 1.78%. All three markets in Asia up, all three markets in Europe up. And then we get to our pre-market futures here in the US of A. Dow futures this morning up 213 points to start the month of April 2019. S&P futures up 20 and a quarter, up 0.71%. And the NASDAQ futures, get this, up 69 points, up 0.93%, almost 1% higher right out of the gate as we start this incredible Monday here in the Tradenet Trading Room. Well, why is that? Well, one is you've got both Europe and Asia up. You've got oil this morning, oil up higher by 65 cents, up 1%. Gold this morning, up $2.20, up 0.17%, 1694%. All is green, all is moving higher, pre-market moving higher. Why is it? U.S. retail sales fell 0.2% in February, and we're expected to have 0.3% lower, so that's a plus. We've got higher strong Chinese data, which we just saw, and trade progress between the U.S. and China. We've been talking about that for 2 months now. Hopefully, that comes to fruition here as we get this day started into Monday and into the second quarter of the year. So this is going to be a beautiful day if you are long this market. So awesome day starting here. Also, what would a week be without training this week? We've got mentoring this Thursday with Amir Barak. So we're looking forward to hosting you throughout the week. Also mentoring on Thursday. We are right around the corner, 2 weeks away from the first Star Trader course, or second Star Trader course of the year. That's going to be great. You don't want to miss that, as we always say. Well, let's say good morning to everybody here in the room, and let's get everybody accounted for, ready to rock and roll this morning, and ready to have a great day. Arnie, good morning to you. Elmer, good morning, and hello to Austria. Taco, good morning to you. Good morning, Sharif. Eric, good morning. Caleb, good morning to you. Roger, good morning. Christopher, good morning to you. Happy Monday, Coco. Good to see you here in the room. Francisco Javier, good morning to you. Good to have you here in the room today. Dane, good morning to you, for sure. Happy morning. Elmer, good morning to you. Thanawat, good morning, and good to see you here this morning. Eric, good morning. Lift, for sure. Alejandro, good morning to you. Den, good morning. Babak, good morning to you. Emmanuel, good morning. Steve, good morning. Back over to Orlando. Good morning, Cavett. Ed, good morning, and good early morning to Hawaii. Don B., good morning to you. Good morning, Shali, and happy April Fool's Day. That's exactly right. Yes, Eric, yep, for sure. Chris, thank you for your picks. We appreciate those. Take a look at LV Levi's. Yes, I remember Levi's. Remember that just IPO'd just a little while ago, and we'll watch that as we get going here this morning. Not a lot of volume there so far. Amir, good morning to you. Amir G. Yes, good to see you here. Robert, good morning. Back to New York City. Good morning, Gordon. Brett, good morning to you. Leah, good morning to you from Alaska. Good to see you here. Vladimir, good morning to you. Audrey, good morning. Jens, good morning to you. Good morning. Richard, good morning. Anthony, and perfect morning for you. Good to see you here in the morning here this morning. And Daniel, good morning to you. Good morning, Joseph. And Chris, good morning. We'll pray for our day. Absolutely bless it all. We're thankful that that you're here taking care of that. Neil, good morning to you. Rafael, good morning. Pedro, good morning. Jose, good morning. And good morning, Joy. And hello, good morning. Ian, new here. Welcome to the trading room. Good to have you here. And Dino, good morning to you. John Michael, good morning from sunny Cocoa Beach, Florida. Adam, big, huge win for MSU. Couldn't have said it any better myself. The basketball games this weekend, if you are a basketball fan and you did not watch, you missed some of the best games in the history of the sport. It was fantastic. My alma mater, Michigan State University, is now in the Final Four. They play next Saturday, Texas Tech. It's going to be a great, great weekend of basketball. Good morning, Andrew, and good morning, Thomas from Chandler, Arizona. Good morning, James from Nyack in the Hudson Valley there. Zubair, good morning, and good morning, Zachary, and good morning, Daniel. Well, good morning to everybody. Good morning to everybody out there on our social media and YouTube. YouTubers, good morning to you. Good to see you here, Oliver and Flora and Sam. Good to see you here this weekend. Absolutely. No, I'm not going to be up there, Sam. I wish I was. I wish I was. Okay, let's take a look at a couple of stocks here this morning. This lift trade is really getting interesting here this morning. Definitely under 75, could be shorted here. I'll add the announcement. Just be careful with this because we may see finally get some lift to lift here this morning, but lift short under 75 here this morning. That's LYFT. That's our IPO. And then Roku looks good for a long here this morning. I'm only going to post 2 trades as it is Monday, but we are going to get out of the gate pretty strong here. This is going to be a long Roku over 66.50 this morning as we get this day started. I've got AMD on here. Looks fine, 26.50. It's not a big mover as we get going here, but I'm going to watch that nonetheless. Boeing looks good up the top here. Apple even looks good, and I'll be watching all of these this morning as we get this day started. Well, Gabrielle and Clifton are here. If you're new to the room, which several of you are this morning, Clifton's our Tradenet support manager, and Gabrielle handles all of our platform questions and answers. If you're new and you have a question, please click on their name. They're awesome at what they do. They'll get right back to you. They supply us with the wealth of knowledge here each and every day. Michael Orevi, my trading partner here in the afternoon session, is with us. He handles all of the Forex trading in the morning. And if you're up early, come join Michael here in the room. Amir Barak is here. We'll hear from Amir on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and he's always here, one of our analysts here to share his trades. Luis and Johnny, our Spanish analysts, are with us this morning, and Tomas and Gil handling our German trading room. Deutsche Chat tab right next to the general chat tab. Click on there. You can communicate with them, and Gil translates each and every day. Gil's already posted his picks for the day, and Arseny, our Russian analyst, is here with us this morning. In the main room this morning will be myself and Mayor. Mayor will be leading us out here this morning in the morning session, and I will also be trading alongside Mayor this morning. We'll get this day started, get you guys dialed in and focused, and then as Mayor takes off for his evening, I will come in and teach you throughout the rest of the day here. And I'm looking forward to being a part of that here with you all today. So lots to choose from. Again, just be careful because right out of the bat today, we are going to be up and away. It's going to be a big day to the upside to start things off. And then we'll see where we go. Again, once things settle down, we'll see where the dust clears and then take it from there, okay? So again, let's be careful and let's be focused. And if there's any other stocks that I might be moving, okay, ADXS is one of them too. I'll take a look at ADXS. Let's see, ADXS. Yep, looks great this morning. I want to be sure that it is tradable here. ADXS. It is not tradable. It shows not tradable on the platform. So just be careful with that one here. It is a big mover. And then VFF. We'll take a look at VFF. Yep, over 15 and a quarter. That stock looks really good. VFF. Take a look at the daily on it. Yeah, 15 and a quarter. Sure, looks good. Looks good. And then PDD and KMX. We'll take a look at both of these. Let's see, PDD. Yeah, looks okay. And then KMX, of course. No volume there, nothing happening. Okay, very good. On the fence today, AJ. Yep, I got you. Namaskar, Jinkya. Good morning, my friend. MCHK, MCHX. Sorry, I had nothing there either. There is Mayor. Good afternoon to you, my friend. How are you? What's going on?
I'm good. Good afternoon. Hi, guys. I'm good. How are you, traders? We are opening another week.
Yeah. New quarter, new week, new month. And look at the futures this morning, my friend. How about the futures this morning?
I've seen that. This is amazing. Markets working.
Here come the charts to you, Mayor. Traders, we've got 1 minute before we kick this day off.
Thank you. I do not have any short candidates. Anything you guys seeing that I'm missing? Yeah, I saw LYFT, but I'm not going to trade an IPO on the short side unless something very special comes along. It's going to be too dangerous. No, I don't see anything interesting. Well, on days like this, the first thing I say to myself is that nobody is forcing me to trade. So, market just about to open. I'm going to start with a big gap up, which is also quite dangerous. Usually, big gaps down or up in the market are very dangerous. Now, as you can see, some of my candidates here, I don't want to say my main candidates, but Roku certainly is an interesting candidate because the stock is up 2.7%. Daily looks also good for long. IQ, Nvidia, Amazon's up, Tesla's up. Well, everything is up really. But we need to look for stocks that are outperforming the market. If you want to go long or short.
Lyft, big down day here on Lyft. Wow.
Win, also looking interesting. WYNN. Roku bounced a bit from the highs, which is good. We can start planning a trade in Roku over the highs. Actually, over 66.40. In case it makes a quick return.
No trades, traders. I'm going to join Mayor on this Roku trade if we get it. Wow, big down candle on Roku.
Yeah, but it does not look like Roku wants to join us.
Right on.
Now we can play a bit with PDD, maybe 15 cents. over the highs, 25.66. It's down 65. In case this one decides to move higher. You could take IQ over the whole number. That is 25. The minute I post them, they drop, Scott.
Yeah, right on.
Could look slightly better. Yeah, JD is interesting too. 31.26. Yeah, let's go long JD over the highs. I like the daily two of JD. 31.26. Let's do 25. JD. No long. JD just
Wow, look
just
at Roku.
triggered.
Look at that reversal.
Worst case scenario in JD is 25 cents. Stop. Oh, I missed Roku.
Yep.
Okay, I'll get it on the bounce. So cool. If I have the chance. Now I'm long.
I'm also long Roku here.
Well, get it higher. No, I have to go through a pullback, but it looks good. It's returned to the highs. So I'm hoping it's going to bounce to the highs again. It should. We put up Roku here so you can see. So that Roku here. No, the JD. And we have the market starting with a huge gap up. Nasdaq is up 0.8. Qs are up 1%. $52 is the recent highs in Roku. Gotta see it over the highs and more, of course. If I didn't have two long trades, I would have considered going long Tesla, Amazon, Nvidia. Several stocks are looking really good, but there's no way I'm going to take another trade here. I have two longs now, and I got to see how this one develops. JD new high.
Come on, Roku.
Roku is back to the highs. The market is moving higher. Well, touching the highs really. Not yet moving higher. What I like about JD is really the daily. Look at the daily. We walk over on Friday and looks like it's a continuation day now. Does not look so good on the weekly, but the daily looks very, very good. It will have to survive this pullback. I never move out on a spike. It's very, very likely to return. Same applies to Roku. The problem is, of course, the market made a move to the lows. Here's Roku over the highs. will sit over the 80s for partial, over 66.80. It was very close. Touch 78. That was not enough. Market's a bit spiky. We're leaving some bottoming tails now. Hopefully we're going to return to the highs. Now that JD spiked down and rested, we could definitely have a very clear stop under 31, which was my planned stop, just that now it became officially a stop. Tesla's looking interesting for a long. If you're looking for a trade, 284 could be a nice trigger point for Tesla for a long. But again, I'm riding two stocks now for the upside. I wouldn't dare taking another one. I'll post Tesla for you if you didn't take a trade till now. I would have taken it over 284 if it will move up and if I did not have two trades. And
here comes Roku. Come on.
Problem is the market now. Market's under the lows. Not good. I'll take a look at Win. I was doing it earlier. Wow. Win looks like just amazing. Okay, stock up 5%. We gotta take this one. I mean, that's a very special technical formation. I will not
go
miss.
Roku. Go Roku.
125. Okay, Roku very close to my target. Over 125.7. Okay, guys, Win. Watch Win. Over 125.70. It's close. A bit spready. Watch your quantity. I'm long. Win. Just posted it. Here comes Roku and here comes JD. Roku now at my target, getting ready for a partial, taking my partial, took my partial, have a partial in Roku, just went long Win. JD just moved over the highs. Why is that happening? Market did not move higher. Kind of strange. I need another 10 cents in JD, needs to be close to the 50s. Win's doing good. Win's doing good. Win's doing good.
Come on, Roku. Take off that 67. Here we go. Lyft is below its IPO price, believe it or not. Lyft. Huh.
Wow, and going, Scott.
Yeah, does not look good.
Very tempting. Very tempting. What was the low? 71.13. Okay, I'm going to short lift under the lows, traders. It's close, 71.13. It's going to be a new experience for me. Shorting IPOs on the second day. Oh, I missed it. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. Oh.
Wow. Wow. Look at it go. That is incredible. Just incredible.
Here comes a dollar. Here comes a dollar. I missed it. Wow. Almost $2. Oh no, it's going. Well, Nothing I can do about it. What a disappointment this one was on the first day, huh, Scott?
Yeah, very. And then now here we are on the second day or whatever, third day, and it's just tanking.
But you know what? Could have been nice if I just had the chance to short it down. Could have been really nice. I didn't see it coming down so quickly. Need to see at least 70 cents in win. Stop was under 125. JD bounced from the highs. Stop remains under 31. Does not look so good now. I wish I had this lift thing. Oh. Watch JD for a stop under 31. Usually on a move like that, I should look for a pullback, some kind of a pullback before I move out. But if JD is going to come down under 31 now, then I'm not going to look for it. But it did bounce, which is good. So now...
Wow, look at this AMD getting killed here too. Still sitting in here with Roku.
Market keep coming down a bit. Oh, look at lift. What's the story of JD? I don't know, but tell you what, I'm reducing my size right now. Half size reduced in JD at a small loss. I don't trust it anymore. I just don't trust it anymore. So I've got a small loss in JD, half size. I'll give it a chance to return to the highs, but that spike down almost to my stop point. That wasn't my plan. And I've got half size left. I'm going to use a hard stop now because there's a lot of volume. And I don't think it's going to trick me by stopping me on a spike. So I'll use hard stop now under 31. Just in case it wants to come down. Oh, this lift thing. Goodness.
Wow.
Yeah, Tesla keep coming down. Did not trigger at the point I thought it may. So fine, no trade. Nothing to do there. Should probably be watching Amazon if it comes over 1810. Here's Amazon. Although it's trending low, if it would have stopped here, look at the daily. Daily looks really very, very nice in Amazon. It goes back quite a long time. So if you take a look at the daily and the weekly, both look very interesting in Amazon. So over 1810, it could go. I'll post it just in case it does so. Roku also looking good.
Take a look at SQ here.
Okay, guys. I may think of adding to Roku over 6 now. Too late. Thought maybe I'm gonna add. No, I'll stay with my size. Put one here. It's no high in Roku. JD. State is alive. The wing is bouncing a bit too much here. The market is kind of holding at the lows. Take a look at the skew. The skew is too late, already up quite a lot. I will stop win under 125, which is very close. I'm out of win. I think win will return to the highs, but it's such a big move, I don't want to mess with this. I have a loser in win. May consider going long again over 125.70, same entry point earlier, but does not look very likely right now. Amazon is slowly approaching what I think could be a good opportunity to go long over 1810. If it does trigger, it's going to have a 6-point stop loss. It looks like the technical trigger in Amazon should be over 18.9, which is now. But I want to make sure it's going up. I'll give it one more point over 1810, just to make sure it really wants to come all the way to the highs. Just moved over 1809.
Roku, nice blast off here on Roku. Boy, huge trade here on Roku today. Very nice. I've had only two trades, traders, two trades this morning. Roku, looking good.
I had two trades, one up in Roku, one down in Win. But I lost a bit more in Win than I earned in Roku. Now, if you take a close look at Amazon, you see that once it moved over 109, it bounced a bit. And this is the area of the view up here. So I was not really sure that whether this one is a lower high, meaning if it's trending lower here, or whether it's deciding to return to the highs. In my opinion, only if it's going to move over 1,810, it will kind of make a decision to move higher. So this move over 1,809 didn't make sense to me to go long. Didn't think it was right. Oh, Win may be returning here. Oh, goodness. You guys, I'm going to join Win again over 125.80, which is close. Take the chance once more. Also because I see some chance that the market will move now higher. Although Nasdaq is coming down, the S&P looks like it may be returning to the highs. And the S&P is more important than Nasdaq. And that is, of course, if Win is going to make it over 125.80. Doesn't look like Amazon want to participate. Nasdaq was earlier up 1%, now it's 0.75. S&P is holding, but Nasdaq is moving down. Still interested in Win because the stock is up 5%, and when the stock is up 5%, it's very, very likely to make a big move, additional move. So I'm going to give it a chance for a second time. JD is out. My stop triggered in JD. Mobility was only half size. Win is close to my second entry. I'm glad that Amazon bounced because if you take a look at Amazon, if it's going to make its way up again over 1810, that's going to be very interesting. Roku is the only one that keeps uptrending. You always trust this one for some reason. If you're looking for another interesting formation, you can take a look at WB or 64, but it's a bit spready. I wonder if the S&P will give up and come down after the Nasdaq. With the market starting with a big gap up and it's coming down, it's very unlikely for the market to close the gap, meaning we could see the market dropping sometime, moving into the direction of closing the gap, but it's not very likely that we're going to see the gap being closed. Maybe sometimes we would close anywhere between 30 to 40% of the gap and then shoot higher again.
I'm going to try to take this trade lift under 70 here. I'll post this, traders. Lift short under 70. Smaller share size. LYFT.
Go on, Johnny. Raccoon UI. It's unstoppable. I'm short-lived.
Also short lift here. We'll see what we get here on lift, LYFT.
It's going to be over 71. Well, I was hoping to see something like we've seen earlier, but apparently it's not. Just to be on the safe side, if it moves over 70.50, I'm going to close half size. Could still make it. Watch win, it's getting close again. Win looking better now because, and the market's over the highs. Oh,
yeah,
that's interesting.
Be careful with this lift short here.
Much more interesting. Okay, I'm long. Win. Second time. What's going to make it this time? Lift's looking better. See, the volume is growing once it moved down a bit, but it needs to move much lower than this. Breakdown point would be somewhere around 69.70. If it's going to come down under 69.70, I will add. I think if it comes down under 69.70, it's going to prove to me it wants to come down. And I think at that point, 69.70 should be a breakdown point. The breakdown point I was really hoping to see under 70, which we did not get. And it is still at risk. Market change direction, we're moving over the highs. So it's one of these days that the S&P counts. Again, if it moves over 70.50, I will reduce half size. I won't mind adding later if it comes down to the point I mentioned earlier, 69.70. But if it moves over 70.50, that would not look good. Win still looking fine. It's going to challenge the highs now, and it's over the highs. Great. My original target was 26.40, and it's actually there. Will it move more now? Because I think it can. Was I wrong? I hope not. The market's now changing direction. Oh, lifted did not reduce my size because I missed that move over 70.50. Now I will close my trade over 71. I missed that move over 70.50. I was busy with win. I'm out of lift, I have a loser.
I also am out of lift with a loss.
Okay, now hopefully win will make up for that loss. And I'll keep watching lift. If lift's going to come down under 69.70, which now I doubt it's going to do, but if it does, I wouldn't mind having another trade. Win back to my target price and more. I'm getting ready for a partial in win. I don't want to see it coming under 60. Good. 80. Good. Now took my partial at 76. Cool.
Shares coming out of another 100 shares here of Roku. Just 100 shares left of Roku now. That's it.
Amazing trade in win. Second trade. Move to very green territory in win and in Roku. We've got two winners, two losers now. I'm back in green territory. I'll take a look at PDD. I was watching it earlier, liked it for a short, but now it's a bit extended. It's coming down with a lot of momentum, but I wouldn't dare joining a trade like that. Yeah, of course, we could have the sound for Roku. Why not? Roku, win. Actually, I'll give you just a $1 sound, okay? I don't think we earned the party sound. Not yet. Maybe another good trade. Win. Going. Still watching lift. Take a look at Apple. Okay, anything you guys want me to talk? Oh, what's going on with Apple?
Wow. Big breakdown.
And Nasdaq immediately changed direction down with Apple. Immediately. That should be some kind of reduced falls price in China. Okay. So we've got some intraday news in Apple. Let me refresh the intraday news system. You wait for a pullback. You never join it as it comes down, the way Apple does now. You always wait for a pullback. You have to wait for a pullback. And if you get a technical pullback, this would be at least moving up to 189.30 or so. And then it comes down, you can join it. So we can look for a pullback in case we're going to get it in Apple. Nasdaq made its way back to the lows just because of that. No wonder. I mean, Apple is like, I don't know, 10% of the Nasdaq 100, right? Something like that. Which means if you're buying the QQQs, you're actually buying Apple in some change.
So tempted on lift again. I'm going to wait till it breaks 70, traders.
A cent under 67 would be my stop in call. Actually, I don't think that is right. No, 66.79. And I'm going to post again lift. Under 69.70, which appears to be like a much better entry point. Oh, Apple. Okay, guys, I'm going to short Apple under 188. It's the lows. I don't want to short it under the lows. No, I stay away. If at all, entry point should have been over 189. I could do that now. Okay, if it comes down again under 189, I'm going to short Apple.
I'll follow you.
Maybe very small size.
See what happens.
It's now traders. Small size. I'm short.
I'm also short Apple.
We have approximately 40 cents stop loss. I need to sit under the 60s for a partial. I think I may. Working 40 cents, I would like to get 40 cents. I need to sit under the 60s because I managed to short it a bit under 189. Does not look like lift wants to come down. Wind's trying to return to the highs, so is Roku. The S&P is holding. Nasdaq touched a new low, which should happen once Apple is breaking down. New high in win. going to stop Apple over 189.40. It was a small size scalp kind of trade. I'm not going to let it go much against me, and just with small size if that happens. Hopefully it will return to the lows. Usually on a trade like this, you expect a quick profit, which could have happened if it just moved down another 5 cents. Sorry, 10 cents. But it did not. One of the things you need to do as a trader is to estimate once it breaks down how far it can go. My estimation was 40 cents. I was wrong. It came down 33 cents. If you don't estimate it right, you have to go through a pullback. So sometimes, you know, you go through a pullback and you're lucky and it keeps coming with a trend, which, you know, usually it should. But it's also a matter of timing, because maybe it will come down later, maybe not. So you have a good chance of being taken out of this trade, although you had the right choice. But that's only because I did not estimate that it's going to come down only 33 cents. I was looking for 40 something. And when I look for 40 something, it means I think it could move 50. So that was wrong. Now I have to pay for it by going through a reversal, which I'm not sure I'm going to survive, because we're going to move over 40, I'll be out. Because, you know, up and now, if it moves over 40, it could move all the way back up to 190 and more. It could just, you know, this could be the first, that's the whole idea of intraday news. It takes it in one big direction, and then it could return all the way down to the highs. Because people think that it's no big news, because people may think it's not big news, because people may think that they have a good chance of buying a stock like Apple at a low price. So when you have something like this, you always need to have the first move, in this case down, of course, because we shorted it. You need to make the profit on the first big move down. And right now, I'm in a gambling mode. It's going to move over 189.40. I'm out. So it could move up, it could move down. I'm just playing the casino right now. The original move down was the one I had the advantage. So the only first move down, when it came down under 189, that's when I had the advantage. Right now, casino. Few more cents up, I'll be out.
Yeah, lift on that 72. I mean, Jim, it looks like it can reverse down. Just don't forget it's down big in an up market today.
Lift is a technical formation of going long, traders over 72. Question is, can you trust it? I mean, it's an IPO. I would trust more the crash down than the move up. But it could go. Up is very close to my stop point. Out of Apple. This scalp bet did not work out. Caterpillar, James. Let's take a look at Caterpillar. It looks great for long. Intraday looks great. Stocks up 2.4%. Daily looks good. Market should continue moving up. 138.80 should be the entry point here. Let's go long. Caterpillar over 138.80. $0.60 stop loss approximately. I'm long. Very nice uptrend. We may have some issues with the whole number 139. Volume's good. Not great, but good. Daily's good. Did not take a look at the weekly yet. Weekly also looks okay. The highs is 93. First station is to move over the highs and then more. I like it, James. Netflix, Kevin. Let's see Netflix. I don't like it. You know, it looks like it's downtrending. Look, lower, low, lower, low. View up now. Even if it's going to move over this level here, I don't like it. And it's only up 1.5%, so I think not. I think we could find better. That's what I'm saying. Like a stock that is clearly uptrending. Take a look at Caterpillar now. We're about to touch the 139 in Caterpillar. Let's hope we can move over. Anything coming from YouTube? Actually, I see you have some. Jason posted Baidu. Let's see Baidu. Baidu looks very good, yeah. Baidu looks good. It's uptrending very clearly. Daily doesn't look good. You know, it's in a range here, which may stop it. May have a lot of resistance here. So nothing to see on the daily, but intraday, can't argue with the intraday, and it looks quite good. I'll take a look at IQ, Gimash. No, I don't like it. Came down from the highs too much. It could reverse here, but that would be too much to expect from it. Maybe it will do it, maybe not. I don't see any advantage there. It's not uptrending. Disney looks great. It's not a big mover though, so you'll be going for maybe 25 cents. I mean, it's not bad. You could do that. Not much to see on the daily too. It looks like it's struggling. It's only up 0.8%. Well, it looks kind of good technically, Chaim, but I wouldn't go for it. WDC came back from the highs too much. Also, I don't see any advantage here. UTX looks great. It's uptrending. Volume's a little bit challenging. Daily looks amazing. Weekly looks good. Yeah, UTX looks good. What's the highs? 58. You could go for this. Probably the better than I've seen in the last few minutes. I won't go for it right now. I believe I'm starting to be a bit of over trading today. Surgine, not a big mover today. Look at the numbers here. These are 10 cents each. You don't get a chance to do anything here. I mean, it's very hard to take a profit here in Surgine, and it's downtrending. So The daily looks amazing for a long, but not the intraday. So no, nothing to see in Saja in my opinion. And you don't want to short it because it's daily, John. Although I agree, it looks better for the short, but it doesn't look great. Did we watch a video earlier? I think we did, yeah. I'm not interested in this one. Play. No, not volume, not enough volume in play go on. Not enough volume. And it's coming down, doesn't look interesting at all. Roku at the high is looking amazing. We are working with Roku.
There's 100 shares left on in my account here on Roku.
So do I. 100 shares left. Now that Apple relaxed a bit after the first breakdown, Nasdaq seems to be relaxing too. I mentioned earlier Tesla, and it still looks good. Just moved over to 84. I mean, it does not look good as it looked earlier. It's a nice intraday technical formation. It came down from the highs too much too. So I wouldn't go long Tesla, but you know, Tesla is kind of like Roku. When it starts moving up, when it has some kind of an intraday formation that draws in traders, and this could be interesting. I'm just saying this because I posted it earlier. So it looks decent, but I wouldn't take it myself.
Yeah, I'm very tempted with Lyft traders. I am at 72 here. I'm going to post this. I'm going to take small share size in case we get some type of gap closure. Maybe it's found its bottom here, but I'm certainly going to try to test the markets here on Lyft. Got burned on it on the way down. See if we get a pop here on the way up here at 72. Long posted here in the room. I'm just going to take 500 shares long at 72.
Caterpillar did move over 139. Still looks fine. Hasn't done much, but it looks fine. I need 60 cents in Caterpillar. Another 40 or so. I'll take a look at our edge. It's all over the place. Started with a gap up, moved up, over the highs, crashed down. What a big move down, then moved back. It's a roller coaster, Louise. It's a roller coaster. I mean, you can have fun with roller coasters, and you can have fun with our age. But that doesn't usually earn you money. MU, you know, MU on a good day, I would consider taking a trade in MU because it's not a big mover. On a day like this, I mean, MU-wise, the way it behaves, no, not interesting. I'll take a look at BA. BA looks like it's uptrending recently. It looks kind of okay. Very much reminds me of Tesla, but Tesla usually, once it does that, it makes a bigger move. So no, I don't see any advantage in BA. Scott, the lift is now moving down.
Yep.
Somebody called the lift.
Somebody called for a ride.
I'm still interested in it in my original planned entry point if it comes down under 69.70. Go on, Caterpillar. Let's see another 20 cents. Apple's coming down again? Yeah, you know. But you know what? The place we took Apple earlier was the place of the breakdown after the news. You know what? Let me talk a little bit about these traders. Here it is. Okay, look at that, traders. When Apple came down with the news, this was it, and here's the volume of the news. Usually, you look for more volume, but we had confirmation that this was news and the volume was growing, so that was fine. So the way to trade it is to wait for a pullback and then to come in at the reversal, and we did exactly that. If we were lucky with another 10 cents, this could have been a winner. But, and lucky is a good part of trading, sadly. Oh, you know what? It's the fun part, really. So not sadly. So that was the right thing to do. We did it correctly. Now, if you want to take another trade in Apple, you'll be just going with the trend, which is okay. It's trending lower. It's a different type of trade. It's a different type of trade. You just take it as it comes down and you follow it, and maybe you win, maybe you don't. Caterpillar just touched my target, I see. Getting ready for my partial in Caterpillar. Okay, so you can ride Apple as it comes down, and you could have a winner. Why not? You're taking a stock as it comes down, it has a nice trend, and so on. But it's not the same system that we tried here. The system we tried here was a crash with the news, a pullback, and a continuation, which usually gives us the advantage and taking us to the point where we have our partial, and then we could have left small size and hope that it's going to continue trading lower. Sadly, we were not lucky. I'll take a look at Momo. Momo looks amazing, but it's way, way too late. Entry should have been somewhere around here. You can take it on the pullback on this retest of the breakout point, which is kind of 10 cents lower, but you can join it at around $40, hoping it's going to continue uptrending, which would be the right technical thing to do. It will be the right technical thing to do. If you're expecting it to continue higher, and it looks like it probably will because it's up almost 5%, so it looks kind of okay. It's a trade that would be a little bit more risky for me to take right now. JP Morgan, let's take a look at JP. Well, way too late. I mean, JP Morgan had several entry points, but they all were 2 points lower or 1 point lower. So, no, I don't see much. If you happen to take Tesla, although I thought it would be a bit risky and so on, you did great. Moved up 1.5 point. So hopefully you enjoyed that if you took it. I did not. market's still looking for direction. We're just moving sideways. What do we see on YouTube? MLCO, Ellie, I'll take a look. Looks fine over the high, it's not a big mover though. You know, just imagine. When you trade a stock, you need to imagine it's going to move over the highs, okay? So that's 24.10. Doesn't matter where actually. Look at the previous behavior. So it moved from 88 to here. It was like 15 cents. It moved from 90 to another 15 cents. So you can hope for 15 cents. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just a little lower than what I would expect from stock to move. So it's not a big mover, not very interesting. I should move to 500 candles by now. Not a big mover, not very interesting. Now I'm taking a look at the daily. Daily looks amazing. Yeah. So, well, it's not wrong to take it for 15 cents. It's okay. And the daily looks fantastic. So you can do that if you like it. CTRP, Jared. Very nice. You could take it to a new high, it moves to a new high because the stock is up 3%, so this would be the entry point right here. Wow, the daily looks amazing too. Yeah, it looks great on all time frames. You could be a little bit more careful and go long over 45. That would be a textbook breakout over 45. Daily looks great. Weekly, not so great, but daily compensates for that. I'm not going to join it myself. I feel like I'm a bit over trading today. I'm just waiting here for Caterpillar to move over 40 and it turns to the high, so that's great. But okay, I've got to post this one. I'm going to post it. I'm not going to take it CTLP. Over 45. Guys, I'm just trading too many stocks today, but if you guys are interested, CTRP over 45 looks kind of nice. You may be risking 30 cents and looking for 30 cents. You know what? I'll join you with a very small size. Okay, I'll do it. Over 45. Look at the huge sellers at 45. Come on, Caterpillar, new high. One more push. Caterpillar at the highs. Almost at my target. At my target now. I'm trying to see a bit more. Trying to get a bit more. I don't want to go through a pullback here in Caterpillar. Oh, come on, Caterpillar. One more spike up. One more. One more. Guys, I'm taking 36 at Caterpillar. I see the sellers moving down a bit. Just moved up again. Did you count till 10? No, it's still okay. Okay, took my partial Caterpillar a little bit lower than I was looking for. Taking a look now at CTRP as it moves over 45, 30 cent target, 30 cents stop loss approximately. It also looks like a bit of a scalp here in CTRP. Look at the number of sellers. You may start looking for the number to drop. So there's a huge number of sellers now at 45. But if the sellers come down and it looks like it's about to break out, you can buy at 45. But you need to see the number of sellers reduced because It's a huge number of sellers, and it's it clearly reduced. It was like, I don't know the number really. And the S&P is holding. Maybe interested to take a look at Lyft as it slowly drifts lower. I could have waited a bit more with Caterpillar, I could. Okay, back to CTRP. Watching the number of sellers at 45. I'm going to tell you when I'm going to click the button because it may be at 45 if I'm going to have the chance. Guys on YouTube who posted this trade going to hear me 15 seconds later, which of course won't help them. Sorry for that. Guys, a delay on YouTube has nothing to do with us. It's only about the YouTube technology that is usually lagging 15 seconds or so after our channel here. So I'm sorry for that. It has nothing to do with us. And of course, you're always welcome to take a free 14-day trial at our classroom, at our live trading room, which usually comes with like a 2-second delay, which is manageable. 15 may be too much. I mean, right now, of course, all of us can trade CTRP because it takes it a long, long time. But for example, if I'm going to say I'm going to click in, assuming that's going to happen, it's going to be too late for you guys in YouTube. So take our 14-day trial and join us. Clifton's going to post a link for you. If you haven't yet been in our trading room. And we will appreciate a thumb up, if you don't mind. That would help our channel. And it's a free service for you guys. So you guys on YouTube, if you don't mind giving us a thumb up. There's a small effort of your side. One click of a button will make us very happy. Watch the 45. I may start to see, I'm not sure. I may have just started to see the number of sellers coming down a bit. Thank you, Evolution. Appreciate that. Here comes 45 again. Back to 45. Look at the huge number of sellers. If I'm going to see it dropping, I'll click the button. I don't see it yet. You also need to watch the time and sell at that time, just to see that people are really feeding out of this 45, which isn't always the case. Oh, whoa, Lyft. Guys, watch Lyft. Lyft is called down. Again, I'm still interested under 69.70. I'm more interested in following lift than taking a trade in CTRP. No, I'm not in CTRP, James. I was waiting for it to move over 45 or to come to the point where the sellers at 45 decline in number. Both did not happen yet. Here comes 45 again. Look at the number of sellers, huge number of sellers. And I don't see really any sign of it coming down. I don't see. And the thing is, usually you see one big seller. Now you see one huge seller and like 3 big sellers. Let's have a poll here. What would you rather see? Let's say you want to go long now. Clifton, if you don't mind posting this poll. You want to go long CTRP. What would you rather see? Several sellers of small size or one big seller with the same size? Clifton going to put up a poll and let's see what your answer is going to be. So if CTRP long, what would you prefer to see? One big seller with the whole size, 3 different sellers with smaller size. Of course, you're interested in going long if it moves over 45. You guys in YouTube can write down the answer too. I'll give you some time. Back to 45. I don't see the number declines. Watching the lift here, which is downtrending. Number did decline in 45. Not much, I have to say, but did decline. And if you watch the level 2, sorry, the timer said you can see some trades. So you say small, big, big, one large seller. So it appears to be we have around 70-30, so more like 68-31 now. So most of you guys, 68%, would rather see one large seller. And they're right. You want to see one large seller. Because if one large seller disappears, then it's probably going to go. If there's one large seller, of course, the same seller can renew its quantity, and you thought you're going to have a winner, you go long, and then he renews his quantity, and the stock comes down, and you have a loser. But if you have 3 big sellers instead of one large seller, the chance of one of them renewing their quantity is bigger because it's 3 different sellers. So you would prefer to see one big seller with large quantity rather than have several smaller sellers, because the chance of those sellers renewing their quantity is bigger. Now, I knew I'm going to get the same result. I was sure I'm going to get this 70-30 result, because most of you should know this. It's a basic issue that traders should know. But for the sake of the 30% who did not know, I think that was a good lesson. Thank you for participating. Lift is not going anywhere. The CTRP may go soon. And the market is not going anywhere. It's interesting to see how CTRP bounces over the 45 all the time. Okay, maybe now. I don't think there's going to be a chance to buying it over 45, I have to say this. I don't think so. I mean, it's gonna go. You need to buy it at 45. I don't think there's a chance to buying it over 45, really.
Yeah, no trade on lift, just starting to go sideways here now. Your market's still at the high, just kind of going sideways for the last 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 minutes or so.
So did I tell you guys that yesterday I decided to fulfill some childhood dream? I don't think I told you yet, but I did. So I took my first flying lesson yesterday. Here's how my airplane looked like. Yeah, I did. I was flying this airplane yesterday.
Side by side with the instructor.
Yeah, it's a side by side with an instructor, of course. I mean, not by myself, of course. So that was a childhood dream. I decided to learn flying. I joined a company here in Berlin who flies these airplanes, and took my first lesson, which will be my last. Yeah, that's the bad part. It's my last lesson. That was my first and my last lesson. I found out it's not for me. Let me just tell you this. I got sick like a dog. I threw out my breakfast the minute we landed. And I swore I'm never coming back there. But it was interesting.
Well, you gave it a try.
There goes a childhood dream. Yeah. You know what my wife said? Like 3 years ago, I went for a week on a yacht. So I thought, if this is going to be fun, I'm going to buy one. I mean, if it's great, if I love it, I was with friends, and it's not a money issue. I can buy one. So I thought, fine, if I'm going to enjoy this, I'm going to spend some money and buy one. I started thinking which one I'm going to buy and how big and what's this. And I kind of fantasized about it, you know. And again, I could afford it. It's not a problem. After 3 days, I was absolutely sure going on a yacht is not for me. I mean, I was done. I asked them to take me off in some port, and I took a taxi to the next hotel while they continued with the yacht. I just couldn't stand it. And so yesterday, but let me tell you that even before yesterday, I mean, that was my childhood dream, right? So I was sure this one's going to work out. I didn't think that there's anything to do with the fact I couldn't handle the sea. So I thought, well, this should be okay. And well, I was starting to examine the prices of airplanes and everything. Seriously, I was. 30 minutes in the air, that's all it took. And my wife, she was laughing. She said, well, it seems like we're saving a lot of money by you experimenting new things and making a decision not to go for it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So, motorcycle, yeah, I did that too. Took me 2 weeks to have my first accident, and I was done. With a motorcycle, I did in my 20s, you know, so that was different. And so it has nothing to do with, you know, me not being able to handle the walking sea or a small airplane. So, but that led to not a very serious accident, actually. Spent 1 day in a hospital. Or even less. Whoa. I'm long. Guys, I'm long, CTRP. It moved up by 1 cent. Very small size, 400 shares, just fun size. So 1 day in the hospital, and I was sure I'm done. I also decided this was not for me. No, I'm not going for any new sports car too. Not interested. I had, like a year ago, so I had a BMW i8, which was exotic enough for me. I mean, it's amazing. And I enjoyed it for a year and sold it. And so I made my mark on exotic cars, and I'm done with that. Come on, guys, I'm a grandfather now. Grandfathers don't buy this kind of cars. I need the old man's car now. A horse? No. Never fancied. Come on, CTRP, 25 cents. You know, that's the thing about, I don't want to say getting old, but it actually is. You come to the point where you have as much money you want to spend. I mean, I could buy anything. It's not a problem. So I have the money to spend on anything I like. But I don't like doing it anymore. If I would have the same kind of money when I was in my 20s or my 30s, like, oh my God. Like, an airplane? Sure, 2 in the garage. A Lamborghini? Why not? Let's have 5. I'm not interested in that anymore. Four more cents. Come on, CTRP, 4 more cents.
Here. Looking very wise.
2 more cents. Got it. Took my partial. That was my target. It can continue further. I'm good. Cool breakout in CTRP. Very small size though. Just enjoyed it. You see, that's the kind of things I enjoy. I don't enjoy Lamborghini. Seriously, I don't. You know, let me tell you something. He's going to hear about it in like 5 minutes. The guy who manages Tradenet here in Berlin, he drives this amazing Porsche 911, but you know, not the kind of 911 you buy, the regular kind of Porsche 911. I don't know what it's called, GT4, something like that. I don't know. I mean, name it. I mean, the most expensive one. I'm getting into his car. Yeah, maybe something like that. GT something, I don't know what. I'm getting into his car, and in 5 minutes, I feel seasick. I hate driving with this guy. I just hate driving with this guy. I don't enjoy riding this car. I mean, we're in the city, in Berlin. Am I supposed to be enjoying this kind of car here? I mean, maybe on the runway. I mean, if I was competing somebody, but I just don't enjoy it.
Again, saves
It
yourself
could help my YouTube channel, though.
saves yourself a lot of money. So what do we have? We've got no planes, we've got no boats, we've got no Porsche or Lamborghini or Ferrari, right?
I know.
But you know what?
It's sad, Scott. It's sad. It's very sad.
But listen, your car is pretty quick right now, and it's a beautiful car. So I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You don't like claustrophobic. You don't like the 911. You don't like sitting there in the small Cessna. You don't like sitting there in the small confined Lambo. So we know what you're about. You like the big space. Yeah, but that's also limited. You know, it's not limited by money. It's limited by I look at these huge, big, fancy cars, and I don't fancy them either. I mean, I'm very happy with my BMW 500 something that I have in Israel, and here I have. Here I kind of enjoy the open air, so I bought a BMW 420 convertible, which is great for me, and I don't need more than that. So I don't have... Guys, find me something to spend my money on. Really, I need ideas. Hoverboard? Sheep? No, I'm done with it. I said that earlier. Yeah, children. That's true. Charity. I do some of that too. Not enough. That's a good ideas. That's some good ideas. Yeah, thank you. Submarine. U-boat. Like that once. An island. Now, give it away is not fun. Make a movie. Go to space. A house in the Dominican Republic? Never consider that. Could be a good idea. Well, I do collect houses. Yeah, I do. I have 4 different houses which I spend my time in. So that is one hobby I have, which I enjoy. Actually, I just spent my time between 3 houses because the 4th is being built. I'm gonna get it in like 6 months.
Cool ideas. I'm reading them, not necessarily responding. I do fly model airplanes, Chris. I do. I enjoy that very much. But I thought about this jet thing, but it's too complicated. It requires too much time. And it's not an issue of money here. It's just, I don't like spending too much time on that. So I actually love flying model airplanes, but more like, how do they call? Just simpler kinds. But it's one of my hobby. Yeah, at my age, I should go fishing. I'll return to golf. I didn't play golf for a while. Okay, traders, I wasted too much of your time today. And I'm done. Take a look at win. It's crazy. We're up more than 3 points and it's looking for a new high right now. Roku also spending some time at the high. CTRP just retesting the breakout point, which you can join now. And Caterpillar did more than 80 cents. Very good time today. Here's how my account looks like. I was a bit over trading, as I mentioned earlier. Apple took me down almost $400. Caterpillar, small size, cool trade. CTRP, very small size, cool trade. JD, I have a loser. Lost some money in the lift business. And Roku is still working, so is Win, which is just absolutely amazing. Turned a loser in Win to a winner in Win. So, end result, I'm up almost $1,800. First day of the week. Started my day a bit on the red side after 2 trades. But came back to nice green territory, holding to that. And certainly not going to risk that anymore. So I had fun. Hope you did too. I enjoyed my day. Thank you very much for watching and being here with us. And have a great day. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks, guys.
Traders, thank you to Mayor, and hopefully Mayor has a great evening. I was just on a call real quick, and I am up this morning, let's see, 1646, win trade, and the Roku trade, lift trade, win trade help, Roku trade help, and lift trade took my money. So we're going to discover and talk about these real quick. I wanted to talk about the lift trade and give you some input here. Okay, on the lift trade this morning, nice gap down. You know, this stock is the is what the recent IPO. You can see it IPO'd at over $88. Now it's down to 70. It looks like it's found its home down here at $70 for the time being, unless it gets unless it starts to move a little bit lower. But for right now, it looks fine. I did want to post a quick trade here on this Roku. Again, I have 100 shares left. I'm going to take this long over $69, and I'll post it here. Amir is going to be in here, I think, trading. I could be wrong. Amir, if you're going to come in, you can come in. But long over $69 on Roku. We'll watch this one together. But the lift trade now just going sideways. No trade right now. I need to see something to move that shows me it's moving higher. The other trade that I really like is AMD over 26.25, but not a big moving stock. So I think I'm just going to stay away for right now. And then you had IQ. let's take a look at IQ. Yeah, ATVI, let's see, IQ. Yeah, IQ over 25. Over 25 looks good on IQ. You know, it's interesting as I go back and think about what Mayor said. I got the message over the weekend that Mayor was flying, and I was like, oh man, that's really cool. And it's interesting, you know, when you have and you gain the wealth to be able to, you know, come and go as you please. Let's put it that way, pretty much. You know, then you look for things. You look for different aspects of your life that you need to complete, bucket list items and things like that. And I'm so happy that he checked that bucket list item off. But I'll tell you what, I know flying is just 3 times more expensive than car driving is, and probably on par or maybe even a bit less. Oh no, on par or even a little bit more than boating or yachting. So glad to see that Mayor's made that choice. Keep him a little bit safer than not. And keep on keeping on here. So as we turn the corner, Amir's going to join us. We're going to take this through 11:30. Michael will come in, take you through the lunch hour. I'll be back at 1:30 and take you through the rest of the day.
Hey Scott, traders, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, Amir?
Hi Amir, how are you today?
I'm pleased with myself. I'm pleased, very pleased with myself today. You know, we can give ourselves compliment and we can say bad things to ourselves. You know, my mindset today is good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's great. As it should be.
It doesn't have, you know that we can't have it every day. You know, this is like, it's difficult. But this is what we need to. Yeah, guys, if you're with in Win, it was a beautiful, I think I took a partial $1.2, first partial, and IQ, looking good. I'm looking to the round number. It was a very small stop, so I have patience for that. I saw your trade on Roku. Your Roku trade was nice. Very nice.
Yeah, very nice trade. Yeah. I'll tell you what, Roku, you know, I get that thing in the back of my mind that a lot of the traders here in the okay, there we go. Always in the back of my mind that Roku, even when it pulls down, it always has so much strength that it always rises for whatever reason. Whenever you find the bottom or when it starts to break out, it's a good mover. So I had that in the back of my mind, and I went in there and made it happen.
Good. I did at the beginning of the day. I heard you trying to do a long in LYFT. It's not my typical style, but it shows so much weakness. So I even posted, I think, here. It was a nice trade on this crappy IPO from Friday. Yeah.
Now, you know what's interesting, Amir, is, you know, we look at it as a crappy IPO because of the performance from 2 days here. And I am long Roku traders. I am long Roku. And they talk about it. They talked about it over the weekend, and they talked about it, you know, even this morning, saying that, hey, it was slightly overpriced, but it's still a great company, you know. And can you imagine? I mean, and here's the difference, traders. Here's the difference of being an investor, right? Can you imagine getting this stock at the IPO or when it IPO'd on Monday? Let's just say that you went in blind, or Friday. Let's just say you went in blind and you say, you know what? I want to be part of the Lyft IPO. I'm going to buy it at 86, 87, 88, whatever it, you know, when it was just coming. And now it's 70. And you're sitting there saying, oh, well, I invested for the long term. How long do you think it's going to take? I mean, it could get up to 88 tomorrow. I don't know. But how long do you think it would take? You know? So you have dead money for such a long time.
I just hate this expression. I am from the long run. Yeah, it's like you take the responsibility for your money and forget. This is what I'm thinking about this. I'm for long run, yeah. Can't stand it.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I don't know. But that just a thought. There's nothing wrong with being an investor, in my opinion. People have differences of opinion on it, but you know, at the end of the day, it's like, wow, if you get involved in something like that, where does it end?
I see that we have a romance in the last few days. Michael will confirm me with CTRP. Yeah, we tried. I think it's the fourth day or third day that we're trading CTRP because of the daily beautiful setup. This is what happened, guys.
It works, right?
I think me and Michael was speaking about this, I think, on Thursday. It was a beautiful... let's start to find something. IQ toward the 50 cents, not 50, sorry, 30 cents. But we have like 12 cents stop. I want to see if we can manage to break the high 25. Daily looks good. No, Kevin, I do some investment, but every invest also I have targets. I have targets, I have stop, I have plan. It's not that I'm buying something and I just forget about it. In certain time it's happened. NVIDIA. It's NVIDIA.
Yep, very true, Kevin. My Roku stop is going to be 68.40 on Roku. Lift is just done. Nothing to do there.
NVIDIA is a little bit too late. But MU, guys, I want to take MU. I'm going to post it. 42.17, 20 cents stop. MU. Market is at the high. Find me stocks from the market. Stocks that are moving with the market. Then we're going to have the benefits of trading them. Let's watch stocks market. Here is LRCX already on the high. Let's see Netflix. Netflix is boring today. Lulu. Let's see Lulu, Sharif. Lululemon. Yeah, you know what is the only trade you could do in Lulu? Watch it as we close the gap. You see the nice hammer from there. This is the only way that we can actually trade it. Maybe it's closed. I took Lulu. Above the view up. I don't see any plan though, Sharif. You had a solid stop. Because it looked like you took it in the middle of the run.
I'm still in the Roku trade, just watching. I'm going to expand the chart just a little bit here so we can see it better. Right up at that 69 area. I hope it's not the high of the day here. Hopefully we get a little bit more now. Lift searching for lows now. Wow. Now it stuck through again here on the breakout. We'll have to see if it charges back up and goes. Again, the only thing I'm in right now is Roku. Here we go. Come on, green candle, let's go. Yep. Yeah, lift. I mean, the only thing you could say to underscore what your thoughts are is it's down big in an up day, which means it's weak, which means it should continue. But, it looked like it was going sideways here for all this time, at least about an hour, meaning that maybe it found its bottom, but obviously it has not.
Scott, look at Exas, EXAS. Would you take it over the high, over 32?
Let me take a look here.
32.
Is it EXAS?
Yeah, Exas. I'm going to write here.
Yeah. EXAS.
Exas. You like to take those trades.
Yeah, it looks good on the breakout here at the top. Very similar to the Roku-looking trade, where it's gapped up and kind of went up.
Yeah. This is why. Problem is it's the high. We're heading to the launch. But again, look at the daily. Very strong day today. Don't see any. 93, sorry. It's the area for the next resistance.
SPY's on high. Market is up there.
Yeah. Eric, you're doing $12.5 on Roku for what? Partial out 50 cents. Or it's April Fool. Hopefully.
Way to put it.
Yeah. I have to. Hey, Danny, what's up? Okay, I'm okay. It was a nice trade today. I trade one of the stocks that we like to trade, Win. We like to trade Win, no? Yeah, Alfred, I saw BA too late. Yeah, it's a mistake. BA was supposed to be on my chart, and it wasn't for some reason. It was on my market watch, so, but definitely. Right now I can't do nothing, but I saw it. It's a stock like Boeing PCG need to be on our list every day. Yeah, I'm watching MLCO, Danny. But now, too expensive. Alfred, Apple now. Just tell me which direction. Just tell me. Structure it. Why? and then we can see it. Epilogue. Okay. Okay. I don't think we need the 50. I think 40 can be good. I want to see the end of this candle. Stop is a little bit too much. See, guys, what happened with Access? They do it a lot, especially, I know the percentage are less good at lunch. If you read Access, and people saw it, beautiful bull flag, wow, it looks great, great, great. Look what happened. Broke the trigger 4 cents, then broke down 40 cents.
Still on Roku trade, still watching it here.
Linda, I also like NVIDIA, but I don't like the timing. We are at the highs on a very, very choppy day.
What's up?
Good. How are you, Amir, this morning?
Good. Good.
Yeah, doing just
very,
fine.
Very
Michael had a profitable
inside day, choppy
here
today so far.
Yeah.
We are, however, at the highs of the year, so a pullback is coming eventually.
Yeah, I see, Alfred. Not just the banks, the insurance company. I saw PRU and Met, and yeah. MU still a few cents above the entry. I'm still waiting for the big move there. There is a good opportunity to MU getting into the high. 70 something, and as we're speaking, we start to do the move. We'll see the end of this candle and see what is the next one. We'll get away from the entry. No, Linda, I'm not. It started the move. 10 cents I don't consider a good move. Looking good. We need it to continue. Yeah, we're not working for a few cents. We want a big. We don't want a slice of pizza. We want the entire pizza, no? Yeah, we have craving for the entire one. Good start, yes, that's for sure.
Okay, traders, I'm going to turn it over to Michael and Amir, take you through the lunch hour here. I'm going to get away. I've got to get out, and I will be back at 1:30 here and get the afternoon session started. So, Michael and Amir will take it up. I'm going to take Roku into the lunch hour here with a 68.50 break, 68.44 break to the downside. I'll be out of the stock, but I'm going to take it here and see how we do over lunchtime. So traders, I'll see you in about less than a couple hours here. We'll get the afternoon session started. Yep, I'm going to hold Roku. I am Chris. Yep, and Danny's here. Michael, Amir, you're in great hands. And y'all can switch out the charts. And I will be back this afternoon to get you guys focused in on the afternoon session. And I appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, Amir. Thanks, Danny. Thanks, Michael.
Welcome.
See you after lunch. See you after lunch, Scott. A typical Monday so far, Amir. Very, very little price action out of the gap up, and we need to be very picky on the trade.
Yeah, but I think the market didn't do nothing. But if you had a good, successful day, if you pick the right stocks, I did at the beginning short on this ugly LYFT and did beautiful and win an IQ, and they had another one. So it was pretty comfortable day. The market, I have the chart in front of me every day. I was not relating to that, because it didn't help me. Just, see, Michael, CTRP, continue, huh? As it broke the beautiful... Are you still there?
No, I was very unlucky. I stopped out Friday at the lows, maybe 3 cents above the lows. And but I thought that it's probably done, and of course it gapped up with the Chinese market over the weekend, and yeah. But it was an amazing trade overall.
Yeah. Because it was an amazing. It was just amazing.
It was amazing Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
Until
guys, this is what I'm gonna do right now. I'm buying Apple right now, half position. I bought it exactly 190. I gave it 10 cents, just half position, even less. They have a good support here, and I'm giving it 10 cents. And of course, if it's going to break the 40, I'm going to put much more. So I want to dip my feet in the water. I think I'm going to get out of under the 90, 88. I actually put a hard stop. And if it will go up again, I will add.
Andrew, Celgene is very weak today, reversing the gains from Friday. However, I don't see an entry point for it. 93.80 was the last one. Now it's under 93.40. You need to wait for a pullback on this one. And VFF, I think it's a very low volume stock. Well, not very low volume, but at the highs, David. Let's see if it's tradable anyway. It's not tradable, David. VFF is not tradable. Again, I think because of the lower volumes normally on this stock. Yeah, the market is not moving lower. The market pulled back somewhat. And basically, it's still in the uptrend. Very, very tight range, but a minor pullback, let's call it. Did not even touch the view up, and we are in a very, very, very narrow range trading day. So strong stocks continue to be strong, weak stocks continue to be weak.
Apple will go above 0.5. I'm going to buy another shares. Again, stop is under my 90. I want to see that it's going to go above 0.5. I'm going to buy another piece.
Hey, Michael, Amir, can I get a sound check, please?
Sound good, Danny.
Sound good, Danny?
Browsing through dozens of stocks, but nothing really look so great. As Michael mentioned, we gapped up, and now the range is very tight, and we are exactly at the middle of the range. Everything is kind of slow today. I don't want to take some breakouts, maybe some roll-up plays or rollover plays. My main candidate that I'm looking for, it's GS, Goldman Sachs, maybe over this 196.30, 40, something like that, but nothing too convincing. The banks make a rebound. I just missed the entry point in UNH. She's definitely weak today, down 1.4, while the market is up almost 1%. Yeah, BIAB. Maybe rolling over on the daily chart. Took a big hit last week. This Alzheimer trial halted. I didn't expect to see lift down 10% on the second day.
Nobody
euphoria was. Amir, you can say that the euphoria of lift was short-lived.
I didn't see any euphoria. Yeah, I missed. I lost money.
Yeah, they tried to squeeze. They tried to, to gain profits. Just It's opened like in 21% up on Friday, finished at 9% approximately. Now into some cold water.
Disgusting trade it was, yeah.
Can't really find something that looks amazing.
Where, Alfred? Where was the trap?
See a big decline in Bristol Myers BMY, but can't really find an entry point. Stock is just declining half a point. No pullback.
Tesla. No, I'm not going to take it. Exactly what Danny said. I'm not going to take Tesla at the high, especially when the market is correcting. So it has to be beautiful in order to do it. Yeah. Still in IQ,
sure, buying
guys.
Tesla at the highs can lead to profits, but it's still risky.
Muhammad, not just because it's lunch, we need to be... We're looking at the market and we have to relate to that. Not just because it's lunch, Sometimes we do beautiful trades in lunch. Alfred, I don't know. I don't know with Apple. We're trying to dip my feet in the water. I was out.
I'm going to take a look at low. It seems like really down right of HD, but mostly low. LOW.
No? Yeah. What's happened there? Wow. Let's see what's going on with Home Depot.
Yeah, it's the same, but it's still positive. But I think low it's the main issue right now. Look at the volume. In 5 minutes, the volume is increasing.
We'll have to look at this in 1 minute to see.
Yeah, it's definitely
if we have any pullback.
I think I can short it right now, like a lows in 107. It's too risky, and I'm afraid it's going to bounce.
No, I'm waiting for the. I'm looking at this in 1 minute, Danny. I'm looking for a pullback a little bit. I just can't do it like this.
Oh, it's continued to decline. It's more than 2% down right now. It was up more than 1%. Yeah, Mentor, I can't say it's pulling back. They are just, low is just losing it. Volume is increasing over there. Look at the volume in 1 minute candles. It's like 200,000 shares in 1 minute. So lunch, but no lunch in LOW right now. However, it's going to be very risky to go short right now. It's more likely to see a bounce. There you go. There's the bounce. It's so choppy.
Even in 1 minute it looks choppy, Danny.
Yes, absolutely. Look at the volume.
We need a smaller resolution. Yeah, we need a smaller resolution, guys. We need a half minute candle. Yeah.
Yeah, it's higher resolution. You need to focus higher resolution.
Yeah.
It's going to get into million shares, in that 5-minute candles. Market is bouncing from the view up. However, the range is so tight. On the breakup in WB. LW will probably go to 108.40, 50, something like that. Then we can maybe try to short it over there if we're gonna get the setup. I'm also going to wait for a rollover in UNH. Mir, what do you think about Cyrus? You probably watched that Cyrus this morning. Just sitting there over the virus at 40. Where's it gonna go?
The volume is not nice. Huh? It's not nice volume.
You can expect
it looks weak.
Down to be more than 7,000. 700,000.
Yeah. Basically, what you can do, just put under 95 automatic order. Right now, you know what? This is something we actually can do, like 7 cents stop. There is 2 cents. Yeah, above like 10 cents stop.
92,
yeah.
91.
No, not even. Yeah, you can put it. But guys, watch the ask going under the 94, something like this. Yeah, Daniel, you know what? I will take it. I will give like 10 cents, not more than that. Looks good. I don't like so much the volume, but
let's hope we're gonna get a 40 cents spike to the downside.
Fine, 1 to 4. 1 to 4, I like it. Yeah, why not?
That's the trigger for you. Low at the low. Jesus.
Yeah, it was not a nice reversal, guys. Yeah.
I thought it was going to
not
bounce
doing
higher.
nothing.
It failed.
Yeah.
Guys, there's Cyrus. Good luck over there.
So that was the virus, yeah. Thank you, Danny.
Just missed
I pushed it before it broke.
Just missed GS. That was the candle I was looking for. Take a look at GS 15 minutes. Looking good. I would like to see Cirrus in the 70s. Market is now moving up. It can be helpful, but I don't think it's going to disturb so much. Wow, GS, not a miss. I was watching it 196.30 for the entry, but it was too quick. Still looking at HD and low. Now at 107. Probably now it's going to be the pullback in LOW. Looking at, even if in 5-minute candles, you can see the pullback right now. There's Cyrus in the 70s. But we like it retro. We like it to go into the 60s. We'll go over the high.
Maybe then if Lowell will get something, some resist in 108. Oh no, no, okay.
No, that's the pullback. That's the pullback I was expecting for. But now,
no, it's too much, Danny. No, I don't. It looks like more than pullback, Danny. Like the big guys bought it. Let's see.
You know, maybe some kind of
quarter of a million,
or some kind of cheddar. Don't really know.
Yeah, and then maybe it fade away.
That's why you don't want to short it at 106.60 at the lows. Probably going to wipe your account. So I'm going to skip this Roku trade at the highs, to take a long at the highs. Don't really like that. There's a cup formation, inverted cup formation in AMT that reads. However, this It has 1.4 million shares, however, 500,000 in 5 minutes. So the distribution of the volume is not that great. The market is going back to the highs towards the high of the day. It's like 15 cents away. Did you add into Apple?
No, I went out. I don't like to play with it. My stop was under the 90, so when it broke, I had a bit more than half, but again, above 40, 190.40, I'm going to enter full. Yeah.
Look at low at 110. What the hell?
Yeah, it was even too dramatic, this pullback up.
And it was a falling sword, like someone mentioned here. This correction was back to positive. We can't trade it. It's like
guys,
3%.
when is heading to the high, till there, we can actually raise our stop under the 127, something like this.
Look at Home Depot at the highs. No, over the highs. We see the market moving up today. However, the defensive stocks, the real estates and utilities, of course, they are the worst performers today because everyone is focusing on buying banks and buying semiconductors and transportation and metals and industrials. And the rest of the sectors like the defensive sectors like the XLP is down. Look at Kellogg's, K down 1.8%, and Monster is down 2%. However, the real estate is really weak today. And I want to try to short. I don't really like to short it at the lows. However, is very weak, under 72. You can find that almost the entire sector is down. Stocks like we mentioned AMT, and look at under 72. Gonna be nice. It's not gonna be a big stop loss for it, but under 72, and we mentioned AMT as well at the lows. We got the S3 pivot line at 192.72, which is the low. You can watch other stocks like VTR is down 2%. HCP 1.1.
Apple, I want to take it again above the 40, stop a few cents under the low, and I'm going to leave you now. I'm going to go back. I'm going to come back at 2 and finish the day with Scott. So thank you. See you later. Bye, Danny. It was a great session.
See ya.
Thanks, Amir. See you later.
Momo and WB continue to move up with the rest of the Chinese stocks. That was a nice reversal, you know, in Baidu, 169.70. It's a nice formation. However, it's a little difficult to get over 170. We definitely need to find some Chinese stocks and to join it at a reasonable price. Always spiking right now. It's moving back with 72.30. I'm not going to, I don't want to really give 30-cent stop loss to that trade. So we need to find a better entry point, a better trade to take it. Remember, a lot of time, the best thing to do during lunch is not to trade. Just to wait for the correct setup. That can take hours.
John, MLCO looks great. However, it's extended and not a good mover. Wait for a pullback. Maybe to the 24.10.
Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of the stocks today, Michael. We don't get the pullback, just moving sideways. See that in a lot of stocks today.
Because the market is not doing absolutely anything. The market is
So that's
trending sideways and higher, doing zero today, intraday.
We need to be very cautious today. If we can get something like I think we missed NXPI at 92. It was a decent pullback, but don't get any of those.
Yeah, you guys looks good and it's strong today. Interesting, yeah. Finally, I see something that has pulled back.
Yeah, that's the UNG is up 1.9%. That's why the UGAS is reacting like that. The strongest sector today is the metal and mining, led by Alcoa up 4% and X 3.1. Banks are up after being the weakest 2 weeks ago. Banks are up 1.9%. That's what I was looking at Goldman Sachs. JP Morgan very close to the high. Citi is definitely uptrending. TVIX, good entry. What's the trigger and the stop loss? You know, the TVIX, it's not really moving today because the market is not really moving. you don't really see fear in the market. If you look at the market right now, today it's 285. I don't think the first thing popping into your mind is fear. Sure, it can work, but don't really see the trigger and the target and the potential unless we're going to get a decline to close the gap. Yeah, low, it's maybe trying to crawl down. However, I think this is news related and I think it's ongoing news. It's I think disturbing. If you want to show the